guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, long time no see. I took a very long, unexpected break from YouTube. If you keep up to date with my Instagram and with my Instagram stories, then you'll know that I've actually sat down to film this video like maybe 3 times already, including once without audio, so I'm really hoping that this time is the last time and that it goes well. But I also went down to Puerto Rico for the holidays. I went down for Thanksgiving and I stayed all the way until January. While I was down there, I was able to film one video before I had a bit of camera failure. I had left my battery charger here in California. The lighting situation kind of went awry, and yeah, I was having problems with internet connection because of Hurricane Maria, and just a whole bunch of things were going wrong, so I just kind of decided to let it go and focus on spending time with my family and with my friends. And honestly, I don't regret it because I had such a lovely holiday season, and I hope you did as well. We're finally back. We're all the way through January already, basically, and this is my first video of the year. This is a video I've been wanting to film for a very long time now, and it's my top 10 skincare tips that have nothing to do with actual products or with actual brands. They're just things that I've incorporated into my daily routine that I've seen have made a huge impact and difference in my skin. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so before we start going down the list, let me start off by saying that there's probably a lot of things on my list that are either 1, totally obvious, or 2, are things you've heard about time and time again that you already incorporate into your routine, but I'm kind of hoping that there's 1 or 2 things that maybe you haven't heard about before, and I'm also very much aware that there's probably things I skipped out on my list that you think are a good idea, so make sure to let me know what those are in the comment section down below. You guys know I love interacting with you, and it's been way too long since we've had a chat, so go ahead and sound off in the comments down below. I can't wait to hear from you guys. So yeah, without further ado, here is my number 1 tip. Tip number 1 is to stay hydrated, and I mean both on the inside and the outside. So we hear all the time that we have to be drinking lots and lots of water. Some websites and some videos and YouTubers have even dedicated videos to debunking this theory, but I'm a huge advocate for drinking as much water as you can. Of course, your consumption is going to depend on a couple of things like your weight, your height, your physical activity level, so it's very important to kind of do a little bit of research, a little bit of Googling, and a little bit of calculating to figure out how much water you should be drinking daily. But it's very important that we get in enough water, because I know that at least whenever my skin is dehydrated, it immediately starts to look dull and tired and lackluster, and I know it's because I haven't been consuming enough water. So make sure that you're drinking enough water for your body every day. It's also important to hydrate your skin on the outside, so you should know what kind of skin type you have and what kind of moisturizer suits it the best. For example, if you have oily skin, then you might want to go for a lighter gel type moisturizer. If you have drier skin, then maybe a thicker, richer consistency is better, but it is important that we're protecting our skin's natural barrier no matter what kind of skin we have or what the season is. Tip number 2 is another kind of obvious one, and that is to exfoliate your skin. No matter what kind of skin type you have, even if you have sensitive skin, you don't have to start off with a harsh or abrasive exfoliator. You could go for a nice gentle scrub, but there are so many different things out there in the market. For example, cleansing brushes like the Clarisonic and other brushes and tools of that nature, or you could use an exfoliating pad like the Neogen ones I talk about all the time. There's even chemical exfoliators. There's so many different things that you are certain to find something for your skin type and for your concerns and your needs, but it is important that we are using something to help remove that dead skin cell buildup, to help unclog our pores and improve the texture of our skin. It's just going to help bring your skin back to life. Number 3 is one that I personally ignored for years, and that is to use an SPF. Back when I lived exclusively in Puerto Rico, I did not use any sort of SPF or sun protection, and I was constantly exposed to the sun because it's kind of summer 24/7 down in Puerto Rico, which is lovely, but not if you have acne-prone skin that scars easily. Even if you don't have acne-prone skin that scars easily, you should be protecting your skin from the sun. UV rays are so incredibly harmful to your skin. They could cause aging, they could cause scarring, hyperpigmentation, even cancer. So dermatologists do recommend using an SPF 30 or up. I personally like to use an SPF 50, one that is lighter in consistency so I could wear it underneath my makeup, but it's very important that you use at least something to protect your skin from the sun anytime that you go outside. Tip number 4 is actually to change your pillowcases and linen and your towels as frequently and as often as you can. That could mean maybe once or twice a week for your linen and towels a little bit more frequently. And if you like to sleep with your face in your pillow and you have oily skin, then you might want to change those even more frequently as well. Pillowcases and your linen and your towels can collect a whole number of things, including dust mites and bacteria, and those could cause irritation, clogged pores, and could lead to breakouts. So you want to make sure that not only are you switching them out frequently, but that you're paying close attention to what kind of detergents you're using to wash them, because once again, those could cause skin irritation. So it's very, very important that we take care of the things that are going on our face. In the case of towels, if you use a towel to dry your face, then you want to be paying close attention not only how often you switch that out, but also where you store it. So if you store it in the bathroom, make sure that you don't really leave it next to the toilet, because once you flush the toilet, a whole number of things could come out, and you don't want to be re-putting that on your face every time you dry your face. I personally like to dry my face with Bounty or what do you call those? Paper towels, any sort of paper towel. It doesn't have to be Bounty, that's just the brand I like to use, but any sort of paper towel. I know that could sound a little bit wasteful, but it's just what works for me. So it's just very important that we're paying close attention to the things that are going on our skin. So yeah. Number 5 is a not so popular or obvious skincare tip, and that is to exercise regularly. I know that exercising sounds like such a pain in the butt to do, and it is definitely not something that we want to be told to do, but it's not only going to help our overall health, it's also going to help clear our skin, because every time we exercise, it means that we're increasing our blood circulation, which means more oxygen to the cells. It means that our body is flushing out different types of toxins, and yes, it is going to lead to sweating, and sweating can cause breakouts, but what I like to do is that I like to walk around with a little bit of micellar water. You could even buy some cleansing wipes and just wipe down your face after every workout before you hop in the shower and do a proper cleansing. The benefits really do outweigh the little tiny inconveniences, and your body and your skin is going to thank you in the long run. Believe me, I've seen such a huge difference in my skin ever since I started working out on a regular basis, or even on a daily basis. It just looks a lot healthier, a lot glowier, and I've seen a significant reduction in breakouts, so it really does help, trust me. Tip number 6 is to keep your hair out of your face as often as you can, especially if there's moisture involved. So if you're doing some sort of physical activity and you're sweating, if you're washing your face, if you're in the shower and not washing your hair on that particular day, you want to make sure that you have something to keep your hair out of your face, because you don't want that oil and product buildup seeping onto your skin. Just think of all of the different styling products that we use in our hair and how often that's touching our face. It could cause skin irritations, clogged pores, and it can lead to breakouts. Even if you haven't changed anything in your skincare routine and you notice an increase in breakouts, especially around your hairline, then you might want to take a look into your your hair care products, because those often could be the cause of those breakouts. The next 3 tips are for the makeup lovers out there, and I know that number 7 is one we've all been guilty of breaking every now and again, and that is to never sleep with your makeup on. I know that sometimes we arrive so late and so tired that we can't be bothered to wash off our makeup, and we definitely don't want to go through a full skincare routine, because Lord knows sometimes those could get a little bit lengthy, but it is important that we are at the very least taking that first step of removing our makeup, because when we sleep is when our skin cells turn over, they regenerate themselves, they heal themselves, and we don't want anything impeding that process, causing breakouts, causing clogged pores, causing us to prematurely age. So at the very least, for those lazy days, make sure you have a little bit of micellar water or some cleansing wipes by your bedside table to at least remove your makeup. but we definitely do not want to be sleeping with our makeup on a regular basis because that could cause real trouble for our skin. Tip number 8 is one that all makeup enthusiasts should know and practice, and that is to wash and sanitize your makeup brushes, sponges, and tools as often as you can, either by spot cleaning them or by deep cleaning them. And how often you do it is all going to depend on you, on your practices, on how often you use your tools, but it is something that you must do, especially if you use those tools for liquid and cream products. Those collect bacteria even quicker. You are always going to get product buildup, but bacteria is going to be attracted to moisture. So at least in my case, I like to wash and sanitize my brushes and sponges that I use for liquid and cream products before every use, because if you haven't been able to tell, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but you have to be very, very conscious of the things that you are putting on your face on a daily basis. So if you are not doing this for some reason, it's about time you got started. Number 9 is one that us makeup lovers don't want to hear, but it is so good to do for your skin, and that is to take a break from makeup. We have to give our skin some time to breathe every now and again. So if you can't go makeup free, maybe try going with a lighter application, try using less products, try using products that have skincare properties and benefits in them. These are becoming so readily available on the market. You guys know I'm a huge fan of them, that I've done a couple of foundation reviews on my channel, so I can almost guarantee that there is something out there for your skin type, for your preferred level of coverage, for your lifestyle. You just have to do a little bit of digging and searching, but there is something out there for you if you decide to go that route. But just know that it's okay every now and again to put down the full coverage foundation and let your skin do its thing. And last but not least, I want to leave you with tip number 10, which is to actually invest time into a skincare routine. It doesn't have to be long and complicated and fancy. It could be short and to the point, but it is important that we're taking care of our skin on some level, that we get to know our skin, get to know what it likes, what it doesn't like, what it needs, that we're listening to our skin and that we're nourishing it. Because if we invest time into our skin now, it's gonna save us a lot of time and money in the long run. So very important to know your skin and nourish it appropriately. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 skincare tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful. I can't wait to read what are some of your favorite skincare tips in the comments down below. I have missed you guys so much, and I can't wait to get to talking to you and interacting with you guys again. Oh my god, it's been way too long. Like always, all of my links will be down below so that we can stay connected. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified every time I put out a new video. And if you want to receive immediate notification of when I upload, then go ahead and click on the bell icon down below. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time, bye!
우리가 만든 love